An update on Karrion Kross, kinda. There isn't actually a major update. As far as we know, the last report from Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp was as of midnight Friday, Karrion has not signed a new deal with WWE and his current deal expires this Sunday. There are reports from people like Dave Meltzer that claim that an offer has been made to Karrion. Karrion, talking to Joey Carney, would say that he hopes to be on Monday Night Raw in the future, claiming a lot of what you read online isn't true, but not actually telling us the bits that are true or not true, so very open-ended there. While Paul Heyman, speaking to Ariel Helwani, would say that Karrion Kross is like Stone Cold Steve Austin in like the fan support and everything that he's got at the moment. So that's a major putting over right there. So fingers crossed that everything between WWE and Karrion can be worked out, and hopefully we see Karrion back on the show soon because #WeWantKross. There was a moment on SmackDown tonight though, during Sami Zayn's match, where Wade Barrett would talk about SummerSlam, saying that Sami Zayn exorcised that particular demon, referencing Karrion Kross. And he said, maybe for good. So is that in reference to Sami Zayn or in reference to the entire WWE? We don't know. This is things you might have missed from WWE Smackdown. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. John Cena would kick off Friday Night Smackdown tonight, and genuinely, what an ovation, what a pop for John Cena. Cena is undoubtedly one of the best promos in the business. He come out, he played up to the audience in Montreal saying that WWE was scared to come back because you might hijack the show, obviously after the Montreal screw job. He's obviously very happy with the fans to do that. There was a real vulnerability tonight to John Cena as he spoke about once again the fear of being forgotten after he leaves, saying that he's only got 11 dates left and he's worried that in 11 dates he can't deliver what the fans would want him to do. Cena did talk about Brock Lesnar in the attack at SummerSlam, saying that he is legitimately scared of Brock Lesnar. In what universe would this John Cena want to pick Brock Lesnar? But also, there's no universe that he'll ever back down from Brock Lesnar. He told Brock to come get some and then made the challenge to the locker room. And cue Logan Paul. Logan Paul coming out, confronting John Cena, using John Cena's own words from when he was a heel, putting Logan Paul over to try to rattle John Cena. Long story short, it's official. Clash in Paris will be John Cena versus Logan Paul. Cena would be attacked from behind by Drew McIntyre, then saved by Cody Rhodes. Cena realising he's got a tag team partner, issuing the challenge for McIntyre and Logan Paul tonight. Honest thoughts for a minute, right? It's such a shame that so many locations was robbed of this John Cena. The heel turn was spectacular. What followed wasn't. And we now know from Paul Heyman that was due to The Rock and Travis Scott not being a part of future storylines. Hindsight is 2020. It's easy to look back on the past and criticise it, but look at this kid's reaction, man. Imagine what this year could have been if we had this John Cena. I'm so pleased though. Babyface Cena is back. A Logan Paul low blow to John Cena would be the result of tonight's main event tag match, and as Logan and Cena would fight to the back, that would leave Drew McIntyre and Cody to fight it out. And would you look at this, Drew McIntyre claymore kick to Cody through the front of the announce table. Oh my god. Joe Tessitore's reaction to this was gold, by the way. So with Cena and Logan being official for Clash in Paris, maybe Cody Drew as well? I hope so. But don't worry, if you don't like a DQ main event finish, at least we got one last time with John Cena and R-Truth face to face, with R-Truth saying if Cena's back, that means I'm back. I like that. The MFTs, Talatonga and JC Mateo, were successful tonight in tag action, defeating the Motor City Machine Guns. I know a few people have had problems with this. I don't. The Motor City Machine Guns are banged up after TLC. It makes sense that they lose, And why not try and establish Tyler and JC as a tag team? It was also not a bad match for being the first match of the night, so that's always a good thing. And it led up to what came next. Solo in the ring, saying it's a shame, there's no competition here. He was in his gear, but he's ready to go. The MFTs and him are now leaving. Cue General Manager Nick Aldis, who had an opponent for Solo tonight, and it was Montreal's own Sami Zayn. And again, what an eruption by the audience in attendance, as Sami Zayn would spend a 3-minute commercial, which obviously on Netflix we can see, running around, saying hello to people, celebrating with the fans in Montreal, even before the match began. And despite the numbers game, Sami Zayn would actually beat Solo Sikoa tonight. Was I the only fool in the world that actually thought this was for the US title? I thought because Solo's promo being about the fact he was the US champion and stuff, I thought this was for the US title. Yeah, it wasn't. Sami did not win the belt. But presumably now Sami Zayn's going to get a shot at Solo's championship, isn't he? While absent tonight, the Wyatt Sicks did have a promo, and this was a really interesting one. Some interesting details. Every member of the Wyatt Sicks would talk, including Dexter Lumis, and I can't be the only one that still finds it extremely creepy when Dexter does speak after his previous character basically barely said a word. Nikki Cross would say tonight, though, that for the Wyatt Sicks, it's not about fame and it's not about glory. Eric Rowan would say that there's more lessons to be learned. The Wyatt story, written in red, has only just begun. What does that mean? The Wyatts so far are sort of given a proclamation that the Street Profits might break up. That hasn't happened yet. Whether it's going to or not, who knows? But they've basically conquered the tag team division. Are they looking at other divisions? Are they looking to do something else on SmackDown at this point? I don't know. Speaking of TLC though, look at the bruise on Candice LeRae's leg. Oh my god, that's horrific. We did find out next week as Nick Aldis tries to take charge of the tag division. It will be DIY versus the Street Profits. Charlotte Flair would have a gift tonight for Alexa Bliss. I love these kind of segments. Do you know what? They're silly, fun, perfect. Look at the cake. It's a perfect example of the ego of Charlotte Flair. Look at her name and look at where Alexa's is. The first gift was, of course, the Lily doll with a We're Not Friends t-shirt. You know WWE Shop will be all over that. And the Charly doll. What is going on? That is not a return I expected. More unpredictable than Brock Lesnar, I'm telling you now. For those that don't know, Alexa gave Charly to Charlotte 4 years ago when they were feuding over the Raw Women's Championship. A feud that would finish as Charlotte would rip the Lily doll after defeating Alexa Bliss. So it's interesting that we're being reminded of all this stuff now. Because, right now they're tag team champions. They're allies of convenience. Not exactly friends. Out would come Chelsea Green to ruin the celebration, but Nick Aldis had one more gift for the birthday girl Alexa Bliss. A referee. Not sure you can actually gift a human being, but he did. As we got a match between Chelsea Green and Charlotte Flair, and things didn't go well for Chelsea Green as Charlotte Flair picked up the win tonight. Chelsea covered in cake. What more do you want? Perfect. I do think, by the way, this new referee should now be the referee for every Alexa Bliss match or a match that she's involved in going forward. And actually, maybe they could do a storyline where actually Alexa turns heel eventually and that referee helps her because, Nick Aldis gifted him to Alexa. Bit wild, but you could do anything, WWE. Actually put Carmelo Hayes on TV. Great to see Melo tonight, even though it was just backstage. He went to Nick Aldis' office trying to get a US title match. He'd been met by The Miz though, and he wasn't exactly happy about seeing The Miz, asking The Miz where he's been, saying The Miz abandoned him for 2 months, sort of blaming the reason he's not been on TV on The Miz. Miz would win Melo round though by saying that he's got him a tag team match next week as Melo and Miz will reunite. And I really like this. Think of this dynamic. Right now, you don't want them as a tag team. I don't want them as a tag team. I don't think they're going to stay a tag team. I think Melo's going to break away from Miz, feud with The Miz, beat The Miz, and hopefully use that as a platform not only to be on TV more, but to become a bigger star. And that's a win. Kiana James would approach Jade Cargill backstage, giving her a business card, sort of saying, call me. She didn't want it, but Mishin did. Mishin, though, saying that she wants a shot at the US champion. So she only really wants to fight Julia. It doesn't sound like she wants to join Kiana and Julia. But do you think Jade could? It'll be interesting to see if this continues, if this is like a recruitment process and maybe eventually Jade does turn heel and join Julia and Kiana. Could be really interesting. A great promo video tonight for Aleister Black. And you know what? This is exactly what AEW missed with Aleister Black. I'm just going to be honest, right? Having him explain his actions. The cold-heartedness of Aleister Black. He's still very cool. He's eerie. He's creepy. He's not good. He's not evil. He has a mission. And to explain that is exactly what this character needs to do. Aleister Black confirming that Damian Priest was at home resting tonight, suffering with a hairline fracture following the beatdown that we saw last week. Very solid SmackDown tonight. Thoroughly enjoyed it. 9.5 out of 10 for me. The only thing that would have topped tonight is a major return, which obviously didn't happen. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video, and I'll see you again real soon. Peace!